Hi, Stapo here. If you always find yourself using the same combination of components and controls inside Q-SYS Designer, and you don't want to have to keep building them up from scratch every single time you start a new design file, then this is what user components are for. Let me show you some of the user components that I have in my collection and how you can start to create your own. Let's get into it.
User components are found at the bottom of the schematic elements section of the right side pane, and it references files on the computer that are by default at Documents, QSE, Q-SYS Designer, User Components. The list that appears in Q-SYS Designer will also mirror the folder structure of this Windows directory, so organizing the user components into groups defined by function is fairly straightforward. It also means you can share files easily with other Q-SYS users by just simply sharing the relevant .qus file. User components make it easy to quickly access and recall any pre-configured components or sets of components and controls that you may regularly use, like the game block with controls already dragged out, an LFO that doesn't have the free run enabled by default, or even an entire channel strip for inputs or outputs. You'll notice these ones are built into what we call containers. Containers are a schematic element that are a great way to clean up design files with particularly busy signal paths, or to make things more portable between multiple design files. Containers can be found in the Layout subfolder of the schematic elements and can contain any combination of design components, allowing you to build up a clean, compact sub-schematic for specific tasks. Once the user component is open, you just drag and drop any element from inside Designer to the window. You can define the number of input and output pins of this container, and they will change signal type to match whatever they have been connected to internally. You can give the user component a custom label in the same way you would any component normally, and when you close it up, it essentially ends up looking like a brand new custom component. To save it as a user component for future use, just drag that component to the user components section on the right side pane, and make sure to give it a unique name. Then any new instance of Designer you open on that computer will have access to these components. So you can drag in your new signal path without having to build from scratch, and you can make sure you always have good gain structures.